One foul act deserves another. Let's get into it and tell you what I mean by that. You know, you guys going to have to understand and come to realization we live in the most dirtiest sport that there is in all of sports. Boxing is an extremely dirty sport. That's why it can't be regulated. That's why I was ever controlled by the mob, and you can't get a stronghold on it like that. This is one of the dirtiest, if not the dirtiest sport in all of sports. It's a fact. Now, you're going to have to figure out, is you a fan of boxing or is you a fan of boxers? Because this is a conversation for people who are a fan of boxing, okay? So I don't want to hear about it from nobody. Everybody knows how I feel about Tyson Fury. Everybody knows I like Tyson Fury. Everybody's aware about how I feel about Deontay Wilder, okay? But keep in mind, when I speak, I'm coming straight down the middle, pure, raw, gutter. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't care. I'm not playing favorites. I'm telling you the truth. And Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fans, I got something that both of you need to hear, you know, because both of y'all, you're not being real. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. Because when it comes to Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, and when it comes to Tyson Fury and this whole glove situation, we're going to have to be honest. And I done looked at the situation over and over again, and I've come to the conclusion of this. Tyson Fury's gloves was out a doubt was tampered with. Yes, let me say it again. Tyson Fury's gloves was tampered with. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. I done looked into it. I done went it over and over. And just from what I know and being in gyms and gloves and all this other stuff, yes, yes. I would be a fool to tell you it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being real. Now, was there a metal object in this? No, no, it was not. But was his gloves tampered with? Yes, it was. It was. You know, I'm not going to deny that. It was. But the reason why I say one foul act deserves another is because, well, before I get into that, let me just say, at the end of the day, he still beat Deontay Wilder with his skills and his know-how. A blunt metal object in his hand, cracking his skull, blah, 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 blah. Hell no. Not true. Don't believe that for 1 second. No. Tampered gloves, yes. Yes. And the reason why I say one foul act deserves another, because look how everybody's crying about, all right, now everybody's in the Justice League. They want stuff done right, and this is unfair, and this is unfair. I was expecting that kind of support and that kind of enthusiasm in the first fight. See, this is what people not understand, but I'm going to connect all this shit together. This is what I expected in the first fight when Tyson Fury truthfully won and should have been the WBC champion. Let's be real. We all know that. You see? We all know that. Now, see, this is a conversation, you know what I'm saying, that's going to perk your ass up. Because you're not going to be able to deny this because this is all facts. We all know, truthfully, Deontay Wilder lost the first fight. So in actuality, we cheated Tyson Fury out of his victory, and nobody wanted to say shit. Nobody wanted to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to say shit. But see, this is the problem. Nobody want to say nothing. Now, it's well known that we cheated Tyson Fury, but we took that victory, right? And I always thought it was crazy that Tyson Fury would come back to fight Deontay Wilder in America again. Do you guys remember me talking about Anthony Joshua and how the LDBC was going hard at Anthony Joshua trying to get him over here and fight in America? And if you've been with me a while, you know that I said this. I said, Anthony Joshua, if you come over to America, that will be the first time they are going to cheat you. You're automatically going to lose. You're not going to win over here. If anybody's been with me a while, you remember me saying this. Anthony Joshua, stay over there in the UK. You come over here, we are going to cheat you. Damn, I wish I could pull up the videos. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this. We are going to cheat you. I said it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody know the video, please put that shit up in the comment section. Because I said it in a fistful of videos. I said we were going to cheat you. You know? And what happened when Tyson Fury came over here to America? We cheated his ass. And didn't nobody... Where was the Justice League then? Was it nowhere to be found? Y'all didn't care. Y'all accepted that crookedness and dirtiness in boxing. Then, this is why I say one foul act deserves another. Okay? And then you want to talk about, you know, this is illegal, that's illegal, he cracked the skull. Listen, one foul act deserves another. Have you guys forgot? Deontay Wilder has made a career off illegal blows, which he has never got 1 point deducted for doing. As if people remember, before they took it down, I put up the video of Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. Okay? And the video that I put up shows you can't even count on two hands how many illegal blows behind the head he did on Luis Ortiz. I made a video about it. Motherfuckers was actually shocked. They was like, you know what? I watched the fight, but damn, I didn't see all this. I literally edited. You know what I'm saying? And I showed you every illegal blow. It was atrocious. To the point, they took that shit down. I wish I put it up on my Patreon. You know what I'm saying? But I might re-edit the video again just so y'all can see. So once again, something illegal that we allowed to happen. Where was the Justice Warriors? Okay? Now, let's go further. Like I told y'all, Charlo, it is illegal to drink from a bottle that is not see-through in a championship fight or any title fight. That's their rules. You see, they allowed him to do it, right? Once again, we all see the crookedness and stuff, but as long as it's in the favor of our fighter, we don't say shit. And this is the kicker on top of me saying to Anthony Joshua and his fans, you come over here, we're going to cheat you. Do you remember what Tyson Fury said when he was going to go into the rematch with Deontay Wilder? No, not the rematch. When he was going into the first fight with Deontay Wilder. Do you remember what Tyson Fury constantly kept saying? I just want a fair fight. I just want a fair fight. If I come over there to America, which people are telling me not to do, if I come over there and do that, just make sure I get a fair decision and straight down the middle. Just make sure I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's all he kept saying. Because most people wouldn't have came to America and did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't want him to. But he said, I'm going to do it anyway. I just request that the fight is fair. He was preaching that from the ground to the sky. He was. And he come over here, and what happened? We cheated him. That's why I was thoroughly surprised when he accepted the rematch in America again. I was like, are you crazy? I was like, that's weird as hell. Now, keep in mind, let's not forget the Luis Ortiz, the referee, the same shit that Paulo Malignaggi called out, how the referee gave Deontay Wilder extra time to get his faculties together in order to keep from getting knocked out. Once again, where were the Justice Warriors? I'm going to digress. Okay, I'm going to digress. But when it came to Tyson Fury and coming over to America and stuff like that, I thought he was crazy for doing it again. But maybe Tyson Fury knew that he needed to play the same game. Once again, boxing is a dirty-ass sport. Okay? So, yeah, he probably went into it with some shit up his sleeve. But you know what? America showed him he had to. Now, don't get me wrong. You may be listening to me like, you trying to justify this shit. No, I'm not. I am not. I don't think Tyson Fury needs to fuck with any gloves to beat Deontay Wilder. I don't. And I don't condone the shit. But what I am big on is hypocrisy. Okay? It's the same thing I say all across the board. If you call it out for one body, if you call it out for one person, make sure that you apply that across the board to be even Steven. This is what people ridicule this channel for being even. Taking equal flame and giving it across the board. That's my problem with the situation. Y'all want to talk about Fury, but you don't want to talk about we have let Deontay Wilder get away with a sea of illegal blows. We cheated. We cheated Tyson Fury out of the first fight, and nobody said shit. You didn't care about the crookedness of the game. We were talking about the crookedness of the game then, but now y'all want to talk about how shit illegal and how boxing is dirty and how blah, 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 blah. Boxing has always and always will be a dirty ass sport. Period. Crooked ass shit. That's just the way it is. So the point is, if you weren't trying to get no justice, or you weren't caring about the rules and the regulations and people getting their proper respect and all this stuff, when Tyson Fury was cheated, and we all know he was cheated, then I don't want to hear about this other shit, because one foul act deserves another. And this is the problem. I can't talk shit about one without talking about the other. And I'm going to end it with this, because once again, the problem comes in and the confusion comes in because they're basically, in a nutshell, blaming the commission and their team, the commission and their team. Then, you're blaming too many people in order for somebody to be able to stand behind it and say, you know what, I'm going to ride with you on this because I see what you're talking about. Y'all don't stand solid on nothing. If you stood solid on this, then it would be a completely different story. But you're not standing solid on anything that you're producing or saying. It's flipping like the weather and whatever is fitting. That's what makes it look bad, regardless of the fact if the glove was tampered with or not. So was a glove tampered with? Yes. Did they cheat Tyson Fury in the first fight? Yes. Did they cheat Luis Ortiz in his fight? Yes. So the point is, don't call out corruption only when it benefits you or you protecting your fighter. If you want to eradicate corruption, just like prejudice, just like racism, you have to denounce it on all levels. That means not just when it's dealing with you or your people or your family. If you denounce it on all levels, we eliminate it on all levels. But if you only want to cry for one person and not the other, then it's forever going to be here. But the reason why we having this problem is the lack of people being able to be real with themselves, boxing, tell the truth. Basically, last time I checked, we was in a man's sport. But you want to know the crazy thing about boxing? We got the most sensitive fans. Oh, yes, more than football, more than basketball. Yes, boxing fans are some of the most sensitive fans you will ever meet. And check this out. We got the most macho sport it is out there. Period. And we got the fairest sport. There's nothing more fair than a one-on-one. There's no need to argue. There's no back and forth because it's settled between two men. That's as fair as you can get in this life. 101 Imano, you don't get no fairer than that. You don't. But we got extremely soft, sensitive, panty-wearing fans. And it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? It really is. But if you don't like what you're saying and you say this is fucked up, this is that, you need to call it out every time you see that shit. Okay? Because we'll forever be in a state, oh, well, you ain't saying nothing about this, so I ain't going to say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I recognize it, but when my fighter was this and that, and he got cheated, y'all didn't say shit, so I ain't got shit to say about this. You already see we have a PED problem. And it's not a PED problem. They're lying to the public. All them motherfuckers is on that shit, man. They all on that shit trying to pretend to us like we're clean and we get tested. Bullshit. Bullshit. Anytime money is into play, my father told, anytime money is into play, some illegal shit is going to go down. Period. It's bullshit, man. I don't care who they are. It's bullshit. Okay? They taking that shit. And I don't care who you want to name. Who you want to name? Fury, Dylan White, Joshua, this and that. I don't put it past none of them. Look what they have to do for a living. It ain't that bad to me. I understand steroids and recovery and preventing injuries and stuff like that. You in a gladiator sport. I understand it. I wish they would just lift the shit and say you could take this and you could take that and leave it at that. But then again, that's just me. People feel some certain way. I got it. But the only reason why I suggest that is because you can't get rid of it pretending like you're getting rid of it. Boxing should be a super clean ass sport. It's not. You know? But moral of the story is one foul act deserves another. Can't cry about yours and not cry about nobody else's, then expect people to respect your cry. That does not make sense. And are you a fan of boxing or boxers? Bruce Wayne, I'm out.